Anti-Semitism, rather like electable, it's not a term you often associate with the left. Yet apparently, anti-Semitism is nothing new. But is the latest crisis in the Labour Party a case of genuine anti-Semitism, or is it something even more repugnant? Namely, yet another global conspiracy against Jeremy Corbyn. To find out, I spoke to some folk at a protest, protesting a protest against anti-Semitism. Obviously I struggled as much as Owen Jones on what to call such a protest, so I settled with anti-Semitism protest.
So do you think Israel is aware of this demonstration today?
Oh, absolutely. They probably finance part of it.
Do you think they finance part of this?
Yeah.
Do you think maybe they have...
Well, maybe, I mean, I have no evidence whatsoever, but I mean, they certainly approve of it. It's obviously much better organized than the ones who are on my side. Well, there is little doubt that the majority of organized Jewry, or at least a significant proportion of organized Jewry, is on the side of those who accuse Corbyn and the Labour Party of anti-Semitism.
So it seems that apparently the Jews run the world, but surely that's a compliment. But what exactly is anti-Semitism? Luckily, this chap was present to explain it all to me.
Are you part of the anti-Jeremy Corbyn brigade?
No.
Oh, okay. What is anti-Semitism? If in that case, anti-Arab is anti-Semitism, because Semite is coming from the root of Syrian, and so the Jews came from the same root. So anti-Semitic is anti-Arab as well. So let's get that. So this should be an anti-Jewish rally, actually, if it's going to come down to it.
There seems a lot of people here today, though. Why do you think they're here?
Well, probably paranoia.
Pardon me?
Paranoia.
Is it? Because...
Sorry, I have to go.
What I'm saying to you...
A very bizarre way to leave.
No, just because he doesn't like what he's been told. That's why he's leaving the way he's leaving.
But this is interesting. There's been some very clever people defending Jeremy Corbyn against these smears, like academics with prof before their name, meaning they have at least one degree, from a range of education institutions, like universities in London. I mean, just look at this list. There are about 20 academics from Goldsmiths alone, and with a name like that, they're clearly all Jews. But is anti-Semitism, sorry, I mean anti-Jewishness, a problem in Britain, or is it all blown out of proportion?
Because there's far more anti-Irish racism than there is anti-Semitism. And even Sinn Féin have got more votes in the occupied part of Ireland in recent elections than there are Jews in the United Kingdom. And even to me, someone calling the IRA terrorists, that is equal to anti-Semitism, because it never has been wrong at any time in Irish history for Irish people to fight for the freedom of Ireland. And the number of Irish people held here on the Prevention of Terrorism Act, there were 77,000 in 1 year. Fortunately, Jewish people have not been held under any terrorist act, because they can fully support the terrorist state of Israel, inflicting all sorts of killing on the Palestinians. But if I done the same thing in relation to Irish freedom fighters, I would be charged on the Prevention of Terrorism Act. The cartoons that are used against Irish Republicans are far worse than those that are used against Jews.
I don't think I'm going to get to the bottom of this today, but let us count our blessings. There was an anti-Semitism protest, an anti-anti-Semitism protest, and an anti-anti-anti-Semitism protest, and Ken Livingstone didn't turn up to any of them. And besides, what do you all have against Judas?